Mastering small talk, the key to building meaningful connections. In today's video, we're diving deep into a crucial skill for any man who wants to stand out and make meaningful connections, mastering small talk. Whether you're at a networking event, a party, or even just running into someone at the coffee shop, the way you engage in casual conversations can make or break your opportunities. It's easy to think that small talk is trivial, but it's actually one of the most important tools for building relationships, demonstrating social value, and boosting your charisma. We're going to cover several key points throughout this video, and by the end, you'll know how to elevate your conversations and truly make an impact in any social situation. You'll understand why small talk is the foundation of more meaningful discussions, how to get past awkward silences, how to avoid common mistakes that drain your energy and charm, and most importantly, how you can improve your conversational skills by shifting your mindset. Stick around until the end, because I'll be sharing the #1 secret that changed everything for me when it comes to transforming small talk into something much more powerful and impactful. Trust me, this is a game changer, and it's something you don't want to miss. Let's begin by defining what small talk actually is. Small talk is the casual, surface-level conversation that happens in many social settings. It's the hello and the how are you exchange when meeting someone new, or the random chatter you engage in with colleagues or even strangers. But here's the thing, small talk isn't just about filling the air with words. It's a chance to connect, to build rapport, and even to impress. Now, you might think that small talk is only for people who want to be polite or charming, but in reality, small talk is a skill that helps you get ahead in life. Whether you're aiming for career advancement, building a social circle, or simply improving your confidence, mastering small talk is the key to unlocking more opportunities. I can tell you firsthand that small talk played a huge role in my life when I was starting out. When I was younger, I struggled with conversations. I didn't know how to introduce myself, how to keep the conversation going, or even how to leave it on a good note. As I grew, I realized that the people who succeeded socially and professionally were the ones who knew how to manage conversations. They were able to connect with others effortlessly and leave a lasting impression. One of the biggest lessons I learned was that small talk doesn't have to be shallow. When you know how to guide a conversation with confidence, you can use small talk as the gateway to deeper, more meaningful connections. Before we jump into techniques, it's important to understand why small talk works the way it does. Humans are wired for connection. We seek out social interactions, and in those interactions, we assess each other's value. Small talk is one of the first tests we give someone. We're not immediately looking for deep insights or life-changing advice. We're testing how comfortable, likable, and engaging you are in the moment. If you can master small talk, you can start to control the narrative of your interactions. You can lead with confidence, showing that you're comfortable in social settings and capable of handling conversations with ease. People are drawn to those who make them feel heard and understood. This is where small talk becomes incredibly powerful. It's the first step in building rapport, trust, and ultimately influence. Confidence is the cornerstone of any successful conversation. If you don't feel confident in yourself, it's going to show. You'll fidget, stumble over your words, or avoid eye contact. But if you approach a conversation with the mindset of someone who belongs in the room, everything else starts to fall into place. Think about a time when you were in a conversation with someone who seemed completely comfortable, like they were in their element. They weren't perfect, but they owned the interaction. You could tell they weren't worried about impressing you. They were simply engaging, and that made you feel at ease. Confidence doesn't come overnight, but with practice, you can learn to project that energy. The key is to start by believing in your value as a person. Know that what you have to offer in a conversation is valuable, and that people are interested in hearing your perspective. Your first words set the tone for the conversation. Instead of starting with a generic, "Hey, how's it going?" try something a little more engaging. For example, "Hey, I saw you were reading that book earlier. What's it about?" This shows you're paying attention and immediately steers the conversation in a specific direction. A strong opening also gives you the opportunity to show genuine interest in the other person. People love to talk about themselves and their interests, So ask open-ended questions that allow them to share more about their passions, experiences, or opinions. Active listening is one of the most powerful tools in small talk. Instead of focusing on what you're going to say next, really pay attention to the person you're talking to. Make eye contact, nod along, and show that you're genuinely interested in what they have to say. The best way to demonstrate active listening is through follow-up questions. If someone mentions a recent trip they took, ask about their experience. What was the highlight of the trip? This keeps the conversation flowing and shows that you care. Nonverbal cues make up a huge part of communication. How you stand, your posture, and even the way you move your hands can say a lot about your confidence and engagement level. Keep your body language open, avoid crossing your arms, and make sure to maintain eye contact. A warm smile and an open posture will make others feel more comfortable around you, which can significantly impact how they respond to your small talk. One of the most effective ways to deepen any conversation is by finding common ground. People enjoy talking to others who share similar interests, values, or experiences. As the conversation progresses, keep an ear out for things you can relate to, whether it's a hobby, a favorite TV show, or a similar career path. Finding shared experiences will help you form a stronger connection. Sometimes small talk can get stale or awkward, especially if there's an uncomfortable silence. But you don't have to let that moment ruin the conversation. Use it as an opportunity to pivot the discussion. Ask questions, share a funny anecdote, or even make a lighthearted comment about the situation. Keeping the energy high will help maintain the flow and keep things from feeling forced. Ending a conversation gracefully is just as important as starting it well. Don't wait for the awkward silence to linger. Instead, wrap up the conversation with a polite and positive statement. It was great chatting with you. I hope we get to talk again soon. This leaves the other person with a good impression and keeps the door open for future interactions. Now here's the secret I promised you earlier, the one that changed everything for me. It's simple, but it's profound. Shift the focus from yourself to the other person. Too often, we get caught up in worrying about how we're coming across, whether we're being interesting enough, or whether we're impressing the other person. But when you take the pressure off yourself and genuinely focus on the other person, everything changes. When you show authentic curiosity, listen attentively, and make others feel like they're the most important person in the room, your charisma naturally shines through. You don't need to try so hard to be interesting. When you make the other person feel valued, they'll be drawn to you. This mindset shift completely transformed my approach to conversations. Instead of worrying about what I was saying, I started focusing on the person in front of me and how I could make them feel heard. That's when my relationship started to improve, both personally and professionally. Mastering small talk isn't just about filling the silence. It's about transforming how you engage with others and boosting your social value. The tools we've discussed today, starting with confidence, being an active listener, using positive body language, finding common ground, and shifting the focus to others, will set you on the path to becoming a more charismatic and engaging conversationalist. If you're serious about becoming the best version of yourself, I highly recommend you check out the links in the description below for tools that can help you on your journey to becoming a true Titan. We've got ebooks, courses, and other resources that will give you the tools you need to build confidence, master social interactions, and ultimately level up your life. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell so you never miss any of the latest content. I'll be sharing more insights to help you become the man you're meant to be. Remember, small talk isn't small. It's the gateway to bigger, better connections and a more confident, charismatic you. Take action today, and let's start building your future.